Welcome back. We're following breaking news right now out of the State Department. A State Department deputy spokesperson, Marie Harf, has released a statement saying in part that the Department of State has instructed certain U.S. embassies and consulates to remain closed or to suspend operations. On Sunday, August 4th, the department has been apprised of information that out of an abundance of caution and care for employees and others who may be visiting our installations, that indicates we should institute these precautionary steps. Again, the State Department says when conditions warrant, take steps like this to balance their continued operations with security and safety. We're working to get more information on this, but the State Department has indicated on Sunday, August 4th, some U.S. embassies and consulates will be closed because the State Department has been apprised of information that has led to security considerations. We'll have much more on this breaking news.
So the Department of State has instructed certain U.S. embassies and consulates to remain closed or to suspend operations on Sunday, August 4th. The department has been apprised of information that, out of an abundance of caution and care for our employees and others who may be visiting our installations, that indicates we should institute these precautionary steps. The department, when conditions warrant, takes steps like this to balance our continued operations with security and safety. I don't have a full list of that in front of me. I can endeavor to get that.
Well, do you have a partial list?
I don't have a list in front of me.
So, well, do you know which ones they are?
I believe I do, Arsha, but I want to make sure I have a complete list about which ones fall under this.
The geographic region.
Right. I don't.
And did you say how many?
I said certain. I didn't say how many. Again, this is something that is just happening. I can endeavor to get some more details for you, and if I can share them, we'll provide that.
And is that a potential terrorist attack?
I'm not going to go into any more detail about specific threat information or security considerations. Obviously, I would also point you to the worldwide caution that we put out in February of 2013, which speaks to potential terrorist threats in different places around the world, to speak to some of the steps we recommend people taking and some things they take into consideration when situations like this arise.
What's happening on August 4th?
Yeah, well, two things. One, is it threat and security? Is it correct to, from your last statement, to understand that it is indeed threats and or security considerations that have led you to make this decision?
I wouldn't want to use a specific term except to say security considerations have led us to take this precautionary step, as we do from time to time, as you all know.
But under the no double standard rule, are you not obliged to tell the American public of specific steps that you are taking to protect your own officials at embassies?
Yes, and if that applies in this case, those steps will of course be taken.
Why wouldn't it apply in this case?
I don't have that detail in front of me. I know that was a discussion as I came down here about whether it would, but I'm assuming it does. Again, and I'll get you updates as I get them. But if it does, we would of course take the necessary steps.
Just because presumably if a U.S. citizen needs to go to an embassy and you're not willing to disclose that the embassy is closed, and then they show up and the embassy blows
right,
up,
and of course
that doesn't seem very fair.
Well, of course we are working to disclose all of the embassies to the people that either would be coming there or that have meetings there. That process will be ongoing throughout the rest of today. As you know, Sunday in many places is not a work day to begin with. In some places, of course, it is. So as I get more information, I'm happy to pass it along.
Is it specifically Sunday, August 4th?
Correct.
Or is there potential for extension?
It's specifically August 4th. It is possible we may have additional days of closing as well, of course, depending on our analysis. Individual U.S. embassies and consulates will announce whether or not they are open and whether they are implementing restrictions or other measures.
I'm Hampton Pearson in Washington, where we are just getting news from the State Department about a plan this Sunday to close a number of embassies and consulates in what's being described as a precautionary measure. We don't have the names and how many, but the State Department saying on August 4th, some U.S. embassies and consulates will be closed because the State Department has, quote, been apprised of information that has led to security considerations. The deputy spokesperson, Marie Huff, did not specify which embassies would be closed, but the statement goes on to say the Department Department of State has instructed certain embassies and consulates to remain closed or to suspend operations on Sunday, August 4th. The department has been apprised of information that out of an abundance of caution and care for our employees and others who may be visiting our installations, that indicates we should institute those precautionary steps. The department, when conditions warrant, will take steps like this to balance continued operations with security and safety. So again, the State Department announcing precautionary measures on Sunday, on August 4th. A number of embassies and consulates will, in fact, be closed. Kayla, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Hampton. We're going to keep our eye on that story for more information, especially which specific embassies will be closed come this weekend. But we appreciate you bringing that to us, Hampton.